Hi friends, welcome back. I hope you're having a beautiful Monday. And today I would like to discuss the connections that we have with our loved ones here on earth and in the afterlife. Why I feel that it's so important to have that connection with our loved ones here on earth, for many reasons. But one is so we could still have that connection to them in the afterlife. Love is the key. It's very important. And I believe in our spiritual belief is very important. But I really would love you to stop and think how much your loved ones really mean to you today. Sometimes we take them for granted, as they take us for granted as being human. But just stop for a couple minutes and think how important your loved ones are. Maybe you want to give your parents a call, or give your wife or husband or child a hug and tell them that you love them. Actually, it's my mother's birthday today, but she's in the afterlife, so happy birthday, Mom. I would give anything if I could have her here in this physical world with me. Just for a couple minutes would be beautiful. I do have, well, we all do, have different relationships with our loved ones after they're in the afterlife. But we do miss that connection that we have had in this world on earth. And it's very hard adjustment, right? Very hard. My mother was my best friend. We talked on the phone every day. I know some people, they don't have a relationship with a mother or a father. And I know that must be very difficult. That's why it's so important to try to build a strong relationship with our loved ones while they're alive. Because trust me, as a medium, I had souls that came through for my clients that my clients will say they didn't have a very good relationship. Maybe the mother or the father was verbally abusive or physical abusive or whatever the situation was. But I can tell you something right now. The loved ones on the other side that might have been abusive or was very self-centered and didn't put you first, they do have that regret. But they do understand once they're on the other side that they have the understanding of the bigger picture, why it happened. There's a lot of parts that goes into why people act the way they do. And most of the time we don't even realize what's going on with somebody else. And I have to say that the loved ones on the other side, they want to apologize. They feel bad, but they understand why it happened. And I will go into that probably in another video, more deeper. But I had this one client, and she said, the only person I don't want to have contact with is my sister. I hated her and she hated me. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to try to block this woman out, because I was pretty sure the sister would try to come through to explain how she feels bad and how she wants to say sorry. But I had to do what my client wanted. So I tried to push the sister's soul to the side, but I talked with her and told her, you know, that her sister here in the physical world is struggling with the relationship that you both had and still feels the same way. And that soul totally gets it. That soul probably knew anyways before I even brought it up. But I felt bad as a person to block that soul because to come through. So she did tell me, like, but I want to say sorry. I want to, you know, tell her that there's a bigger picture why everything happened. But so I knew, but I couldn't relate that to my client because she didn't want to hear it, which broke my heart. Because how can anybody heal? How can my client heal, and how can the loved one on the other side heal? But that's a journey that they're both on, and I had to let it go. But this is why it's so important. If you're not talking to somebody right now, put that olive branch out. Reach out a little bit. Because it could change your life. It could even change you when you go to the afterlife. So think of your soul. Think of the person's soul that you're not getting along with right now. Sometimes as humans, we fight over the stupidest little things. And then we get our pride mixed up in it, and we get stubborn, and we don't want to apologize or whatever when we do know deep inside it was our fault. But that's a whole different story too. I just want to say in this message to reach out to your loved ones and express how much you love them. Try not to take them for granted. Like I said, I wish I had another couple minutes with my mom. I know it's okay. I understand why it had to happen. It's probably a little easier on a medium to lose a loved one in a sense, because we still can kind of connect with our loved ones on the other side. We could pick up just, you know, they might be around. We could pick up that feeling that they're around. It's a whole different, like I said, a whole different relationship for my clients or for a medium when they're connected to a loved one on the other side than what it was here in the physical world. But anyways, I just want to remind you about that, and I'll talk to you real soon. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It's free. And hit that little bell so YouTube can notify you the next time I upload a video. So as I said, I hope you're having a beautiful Monday. And by the way, I'm sorry if my throat is like kind of scratchy. It's allergies right now. But please remember to pass that white light forward. And I love you all. God bless.